Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is The Sizzle Sells the Steak. The Sizzle Sells the Steak. And so this is building block or napkin presentation number 8. We'll wait for Facebook to be very nice and go out there and notify everyone that we're on. And as soon as I see some people piling on here, we'll get started. So that'll be really, really awesome. Mr. Shoemaker, thank you very much. Break these walls down. Thank you. Absolutely. This chapter here, I'll never forget the first time I read it. It really had an impact on me. Hey, Kai. Hi, my lovely wife, Terry. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, Craig. So awesome. Mr. Tier, thank you so much for getting on. Really appreciate you guys. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Pat. Really, really appreciate you. Linda, hello, hello, hello. And we're a minute after, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this is going on the book again, the basics on how to build a large, successful, multi-level organization. And today's chapter is, I'll never forget when I first seen this. The chapter is The Sizzle Sells the Steak. Okay, so you'll notice it's got 1 log, nothing, 2 logs of flame, 3 logs of fire, more than 3 ablaze. So he says in this chapter, again, only 4 chapters, 4 pages. And he says also what we call this is the blazes. Now, when I first read this, I was like, wow, because there was a point in my career that I was following a bunch of stuff that I was taught to do, but I found out that it was for another reason why I was doing it. My mentor was really into training. You know what I mean? He had 5 different trainings like Tony Robbins. He had basic building blocks. Pretty funny, huh? Basic building blocks. Some of these napkin presentations he actually showed in there. And then he had advanced building blocks. I think building blocks would be the first 4 blocks or 4 napkin presentation. The rest of the book, the other 6 are advanced basic building blocks. And then he had leadership training. Then he had journey beyond perception. And then he had perpetual money machine. And my wife and I have been to multiple of these. And it's sort of a crack up, but you know what? The lowest one was $350. The top one was $5,000. Leadership was $1,000. I think perpetual was $850. And so, hi Javi, hi Sally, hi Dustin, and so Melody, Peter, and so there was a part of me that was you only can do as good as you're taught, right? And so we had all these trainings. We had all these trainings and Super Saturday training and personality type training and training. And some people are not going to like what I say here. Because when I first read this, like a lot of the videos I'll do after I get done with this are going to be, how do you know that? Why do we do that stuff? It's like, I don't know why we do that stuff, you know? And you know, why do you get a job? You know, why do you go to education and get a degree? Why do you go to work for someone and try to work up the corporate ladder? I don't know, maybe someone told you you should. Maybe everyone you know around you should. And so when I read this chapter, and it was Sizzle Sells the Steak. I don't know what that is about. And what he's talking about is energy with the logs. So he says, hey, so you're out there by yourself, you know, it doesn't feel like anything's happening. It doesn't feel like anything's happening. But if you're on a sizzle session, so listen closely, according to Don Fela, he doesn't do weekly or any opportunity presentations. What? If my wife's on here, we used to do Monday through Friday at 10 in the morning, Monday through Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 7:30, and then Saturday morning at 10:30, followed by a 2-hour training from 1 to 3. Every single day. And I didn't have one office. At one time, we had over 20 offices underneath us that had 10 or more full-time people doing nothing but just promoting weekly opportunity meetings that then rolled all in to, listen closely, the Super Saturday, which we did the same thing always and always and always again. And at the time, totally, I believe that it should have been done. Why? We're talking about the late 80s, early 90s. And one of the things is there was no internet. There was no cell phone. Where else are you going to meet the people? Could you do it 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1? So in this category, if you showed up to a presentation, maybe it was at a hotel, and there was more than just you there. More than just you there. So that's why 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s work really, really better, because there's more energy. There's more synergy. There's more excitement. There's more enthusiasm. And so what a lot of people do is they get involved in this industry now, and they're out there connecting with a stranger. They don't do any edification or promotion. They try to do a sales job on them, and they become very, very, very depressed. They do not connect the brand new person with anybody. And I know, because I got people that are front level to me, second level to me, and all week, you know, it's funny, I appreciate Joe from Hawaii reaching out to me yesterday, and me and him talked, and he goes, Robert, when you said yesterday that you have people that have been following you for 35 years and they don't do jack, they don't do anything. He goes, that floored me, because I'm not doing anything. And he said, why do you think that is? Why do you think that people follow you and listen to your videos and get on all your training and stuff, and they do nothing? And I said, my God, that's a great question. I personally don't know why. Fear, rejection, what people think. They don't love themselves, lack of self-esteem, not worthy, not enough, overthinkers, excuse-itis, victimitis. There's so many things that stop a person from stepping into the best parts of their lives. To step in to a place where every day you think about the people that you made a huge difference in their lives. So it's sort of, don't get mad at me, it's sort of selfish. It's sort of selfish to only do something that just impacts you. Wow, I don't feel like it. Most of the stuff that we do every day that we don't want to do is for other people. I make money because I want my wife and my children and my grandchildren to have a great, great life. When they're happy, I'm happy. You've got to have a reason for doing something other than just existing. You know, they say that all the time, that people normally become an adult at the age of 25. And they die at the age of 25. See, they exist like robots, being conformist and being complacent. And people have generated a habit in their life of doing just as little as frickin' human possibly. The path of least resistance. So I'm just going to do as little as I can. And they just get into that mode and they just keep doing it. So the whole thing about Sizzle is instead of doing trainings and instead of doing opportunity meetings, this guy taught me to do Sizzle sessions. So what are Sizzle sessions? Sizzle sessions are getting people together and all you talk about is what's working. The only people that get to talk are people that did something that week. So if you did them once a week, everyone that gets on there, the people that are doing something actually get to talk about something positive and something that's working. And if you have 2 people, that's better than 1. If you have 3 people, that's better than 2. And you create this sizzle that gets everyone in to going, oh my God, it's working for her. Oh my God, it's working for him. Oh my God, it's working for these people. It's not a training where everyone sits in a seat and learns a bunch of stuff that they don't apply, that they don't execute, that they don't use. That's why people charge money for trainings. That's why people charge money for books. The reason that people sell courses and sell personal coaching is because the chances of that person applying and executing any of that is virtually 0. And I'm not just speaking to people that are going to watch this video now or replay. This is me. This is me. This is Robert Hollis. This is the human condition. This is people doing people stuff. I can't tell you how many books I've bought, audio tapes I've bought, records that I bought. Yeah, personal development used to be on records. Cassette tapes, courses, online courses, coaching. I have paid for so much stuff and never even opened it. Never opened it, never completed it, never studied it, never applied it, never executed it, and for that reason, get no results out of it. So if you guys always notice that there's only a few books that I really promote. Really promote. And those are books that I've read, retained, executed. The books that I promote are books that made a change in my life that I made a decision to actually apply. And when I applied them, I got results with them. Have any one of you seen me over the years promote this book? There's been times in my career where I talked about it, but I've never promoted it like I am now. And the reason why I'm promoting it now is because I'm going back to basics. I'm going to study this book. I'm going to apply this book, and I'm going to execute. I'm going to master affiliate with My Daily Choice, and I pray to God that all of you that get plugged in these videos and plug in, go with me. I believe we're in a moment of time right now where there's so many people that are hurting financially. There's so many people that are in fear. There's so many people that are uncertain. There's so many people that are in doubt. They don't have a happy future. And if you can't learn to be a messenger, to go out and introduce this to people that are at the right place at the right time in their life, whatever. But I'm not going to go down as being one of those people. I know there's literally billions. Did you hear me? Not millions. There's millions of people in your state. There's millions, there's hundreds of thousands. You could take a small state population like Montana with just a little over 1 million people. And according to the statistics, There's 300,000 people in the state of Montana that need a better life, that need more freedom, that would like to be happier, that would like to be more fulfilled. You got to get out of your head and you got to get into your heart. And so if you were going to follow this book, which I'm going to follow this book, is I used to on a weekly basis always have like a Zoom where everyone got on and got to see everybody. And we would discuss whatever. Funny, it's like Jim says, we're like Paul Revere. That's Jim, not making fun of you at all, but Paul Revere wasn't the person. If you really look up history, it was somebody else that did it, but his name didn't rhyme in a song. So they changed it to Paul Revere because then his name would sound good in a song. It was actually somebody else that went everywhere saying the British was coming. But it's stuff like that. Jim, you posted that at the exact reason. There is so much stuff that we have in our mind, in our heart, that we believe that is not so. That is not so. And so doing weekly presentations or doing weekly trainings, when really all someone has to learn to do is get excited and ask people, who do they know that needs to make extra money? And when a person says, what is this? Then you say, hey, listen, I'm new. I'm going to send you over a video of one of the people that I'm learning from. And based on that information, you could see whether or not you wanted to get involved. And that would be the video of, the steps to success and freedom. If a person watches that video and then decides not to ask you for your affiliate link, they're sorted. They're sorted. People get so into all the, according to the census, 95% of the people are not going to do this. Do you guys understand those numbers? 95% of the people are not going to do this. Thank you, Matthew. So that's basically the story today. So, you guys stay plugged into me because the beginning of next week, we're going to start putting out when I'm going to start doing what we're going to call SIZZLE sessions. And some of those SIZZLE sessions are going to be also a part of, helping people with breakthroughs and helping them get past their mental blockages and really getting into the understanding of why we fear stuff that never comes true and why we meditate so much on worrying and why we overthink and why procrastination is such a habit that all of us have created. I said all of us. And how to get plugged into a group of people in a SIZZLE session where we all can talk about the positive things, the simple little baby steps that all of us take, and what all of us need to be doing every day. Every day, if we're not sharing our vision and future with a person that we don't know, we don't have progress. We don't have progress. Do you guys realize that every company on the frickin' planet, their number one goal every day, through usually commercials, is to find people and get them excited about what they have to offer? So why some people are millionaires in this industry and why some people never make a dime, in fact, they lose money, the only thing is they're not getting people in front of the videos. They're not getting people in front of the message. We got to become messengers. We can't get emotionally tied to the way the people react or how they think or they don't react. We have to be willing to go through the numbers to be able to introduce this to people that are at the right time, at the right place, the people that have ears to hear. And so I'm guilty of not doing group Zooms that are sizzle sessions where everyone can jump in and just watch other people that are being successful. I'm guilty. So I want to read a chapter of a book, talk about it on a video, and then apply it immediately. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you share this video. That's what you can do for me, a gift to me. If you guys want a copy of my book, you can go to roberthollis.com/free. And I just love and appreciate each and every one of you. Just because you haven't got it up to this point doesn't mean you can't get it. That you can't do the little baby steps to apply it to actually change your whole life forever. All right? Forget about the past. Stop beating yourself up. If no one ever gave you permission to succeed, let me be the first. Let this be June 1st, the day that you decided that now this is going to be for me. I love you and I know you can do it. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care and talk to you soon.